atheists. We've had enough of the obnoxious variety of atheists and the obnoxious variety of Christians.
Well, I would classify as an obnoxious atheist, but help me out anyway. Okay, so you're a pagan?
Yeah.
And can you tell me why you're a pagan?
I believe that there is some kind of creative force in the universe and that it manifests itself best through nature. Take a look at the pine tree behind us, as a matter of fact. It's laid out in a spiral pattern. And flowers, there are usually 3, 5, or 7.
Okay.
In terms of
Fibonacci numbers all over the place.
Yeah, Fibonacci numbers.
Okay.
And being a computer junkie like I am, it seems you'd think that something that was thrown together by random evolution would be a bit more random and wouldn't have as many mathematical numbers behind it.
So there's enough patterns in the universe to convince you that there's some intelligent force behind it? Some
intelligent force behind it. That and
are you able to give that force a name?
Well, I give it the name. To me, I call it the goddess, but that's just me.
That's fair. Okay, and so that's your reason in believing in the goddess?
Primarily. The other one is that I've had a couple of rather interesting spiritual experiences. One of them was at the Puget Sound Blood Center, as a matter of fact.
Can you share it?
Yeah. What happened was that the needle slipped, went through muscle. These were the big honking platelet needles. So they're pretty good sized needles.
Okay. You're making me hurt already.
Yeah, it was going through. It went through my
I feel
arm.
your pain.
Yeah, went through muscle, hurt like a pig, swear word. And then what they had to do was I had to hold it really still so that they could manipulate it out without damaging me further. And so I was praying for the strength to do that. And I saw a blank spot on the wall, almost like an after image, an image of what is now my patroness. I didn't know who she was at the time, but
your goddess appeared to you.
Yeah, an image of the goddess, and I was focusing on her so that I could keep still and they could manipulate the needle.
So it'd be unfair to ask you for a photograph or anything like that because you had the needle in your arm. So you weren't in a position to get any.
Weren't in a position to get a photograph. Besides, it was completely subjective anyway.
Right. Okay.
I just know what I saw. Not expecting anyone else to have seen the same thing.
All right. So goddesses reveal and don't reveal at their pleasure.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I know what I saw. I'm not expecting anyone else to.
Fair enough. So I'm an atheist and I'm begging you to give me evidence for being a pagan. Okay? No one can accuse you of proselytizing or judging or anything like that because I'm begging you. I'm your 12-year-old daughter and I'm saying, why should I look at the world the way you do? What would you tell me?
Go out and see it yourself. Look for the patterns in it. Look for the patterns in the sky. Look for the patterns on the moon. Look for the patterns in the trees and the flowers, the grass. Look for the patterns in animals and plants.
The
patterns are there, and the manifestation is there. Whether or not you call it the same thing I do doesn't matter.
So, what are the penalties if I don't find the supernatural and the natural?
There are no penalties. You see it differently than I do. Merry meet and merry meet again, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe you're right, maybe there is nothing.
So you don't threaten people with hell or anything like that?
Oh, no. We have, the pagan faith doesn't necessarily have it. If you screw up, you end up paying for it in this life. It's natural consequences.
Do you think you can influence things with prayers and incantations or whatever?
I've done it. If you send energy out the universe in a specific direction. I've done that for hunting for jobs, and I've never been unemployed for more than a month, and even in this crappy recession.
Any other evidence you want to put forward?
Not not so much evidence. It's just how I see the universe. Whether or not you see it, your mileage is going to vary.
All right, and do you have any way I can confirm your view, anything objective, any facts?
Well, you can always go to the library and check it out. I mean, animism and shamanism are the most primitive and in some ways common religions before politics got involved.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me?
Nope.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
That